Of an interview by broadcasting a podcast.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Emiliano Ramirez, and we're tuning in for today's podcast in Innovative Sphere. We're going to continue talking about the artificial intelligence, and today's topic is how these artificial intelligences can be implemented inside businesses and organizations. As I said, my name is Emiliano. This is Carlos, Sofia, and Karen. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Okay, so hello everybody, it's nice to meet you. My name is Carlos Serrano. I have been head of the tech department in a private firm for 8 long years now. And so I can say that I have some experience watching how technological input influences a company's trajectory, its performance, and overall offer great outcomes.
So I am Karen. I am a counselor for companies and businesses that would like to implement AI within their workflow. So what I do with my team is that we assess the needs each company needs, and then we recommend and help implement the AI that suits them better. So recently, the most successful AI that we have implemented is RPA. So that's what are we going to talk about now.
Hi, my name is Sofia Duplan, and I'm here as a representative for my own company, which is an online fashion company, which is called Fashion Finders. And we have been we implemented artificial intelligence a few years ago, like 5 years ago, specifically machine learning, and we have been doing so much better since we implemented that.
Well, before we start with this topic, we're going to give a little bit of background with artificial intelligence. As we know, artificial intelligence is the ability of a computer or something being controlled by a computer to perform certain tasks that require human intelligence. As we know and as we investigated, artificial intelligence has the capabilities to improve the efficiency, data analysis, can create systems to save costs inside organizations, and can be a competitive advantage against any other organizations. So now, before we start, we're gonna start again with Carlos. You can talk about your technology.
Yeah, sure. It will be a pleasure. So, I didn't mention it before, but today I'm here to talk about predictive analytics. It is an artificial intelligence that uses statistics and mathematical models in order to make future predictions. So basically, what my technology does is grabbing historical data of the company in order to find trends and patterns in order to make future forecasts so that we know which steps we can take in the future. It is a very diverse technology that we have used in different sectors and sections of the company. We have used it to forecast customer behavior, sales trends, and even possible equipment failures, which is a great thing to have a heads up on. And so in the midst of its implementation in 2020, I read a study published by the consultant firm McKinsey & Company, which stated that companies that have technological input are 19% more likely to become more profitable. So that is why our company decided to continue investing in these technologies. And so I like to think of it as a magic ball that instead of magic uses data in order to let us see the future, and by its results, it has done wonderfully.
Okay, now my question to you is that if you don't think like the predictions your technology creates are not like a little biased, and if so, how do you handle them?
Yeah, so I think we can all agree that artificial intelligence is a great and a rising technology. Nevertheless, it is not immune to biases. These biases can pretty much invalidate our predictions or not make them as efficient as we would like them to be. They can arise from the data collection process, the data analysis, the predictive model itself. But with time, we have continuously grown and found ways that we can eliminate as much as we can of these biases. We have seen that we can select specific key features in the data collecting process. We can find imbalances in this data in order to guarantee us having the most diverse data that we can.
Okay, this is super interesting. Now we're following with Sofia. you can talk about
Yeah.
the machine learning technology.
Hi, so I'll tell you a little bit about machine learning. So machine learning is the art of teaching computers to analyze and like learn and adapt from data without being explicitly programmed. So it analyzes patterns and previous decisions that you inputted in the computer. It allows businesses to extract valuable insights from like this vast sea of information the AI is generating or collecting. Machine learning can analyze these vast data sets faster and more accurately than any human can. It can predict customer behavior, optimize supply chains, detect fraud, and even help in product development. The data-driven insights provided by machine learning can lead to cost savings, improved efficiency, and even higher profitability. Actually, there is a Forbes article written by Bernard Moore in 2019 that tells us that big companies such as Amazon and Netflix have been using machine learning for a bunch of years now, and they've been super successful, and it's also made its mark in industries like healthcare, finance, and e-commerce.
Okay, this is super cool, but don't you think that relying on this machine learning technology, a big technology, then you think that it has like a higher margin of error to commit mistakes?
You have a really good point, and it's obviously true that algorithms can make mistakes, but machine learning actually learns from it and adapts and improves it over time. So, and at the end of the day, humans can always like validate and fine tune the final results. So the key is in harnessing the power of like the machine precision and the human judgment to make better decisions.
Okay, I really think that it is super cool that these machines can actually learn from themselves and improve these algorithms.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna follow with Karen. If you can talk about your RPA technology.
So RPA stands for Robotic Process Automatization, and RPA technology is able to automate rule-based and repetitive tasks such as data entry, invoice processing, and report generation. What RPA bots add to this is that they can perform these tasks with a higher level of accuracy, and it improves the task completion speed within your company. Also, RPA bots are able to work alongside your workers, your human workers, in the same device, and it doesn't make any type of conflict within each other's workflow. So it also improves speed and effectiveness in your company. What I always say to my clients when I recommend a certain technology is that I tell them the benefits they can gain from it, and I always reassure them with certain proof data, such as in an article published in 2019 by Prachand et al. It says that within the companies that have implemented RPA, one of the most highlighted outcomes is substantial cost savings due to reduced labor expenses. So it is safe to say that with the higher completion speed that RPA bots add to your company, you can increase efficiency, and also it can lead to a substantial cost saving within your business.
Okay, now I have a big question to you, and it's that don't you think that relying on these RPA technology, shouldn't these technology be like a concern to human employees?
I mean, it's completely valid to think that implemented new technology may impact the employment rate for us humans. As we have seen multiple times in history, by implementing new technologies, it can also lead to losing jobs. But it's also important to highlight that the objective of AI is not to replace human workers, but to enhance their capabilities and improve their efficiency. So think about using AI as having your own personal digital workforce that can handle the mundane tasks, while your human employees can perform more tasks that require strategic thinking and customer engagement. So you have more effectiveness, more efficiency, and also a more personalized service.
Okay, this is super interesting. Well, it looks like we have come to a conclusion, and well, maybe as you said with the RPA, maybe these RPA, you can see it as something that might replace you, but I think we shouldn't see these technologies as something that might replace you, but something as we can use as a tool and use it as a competitive advantage, and even more in organizations and businesses. As we see, there's a lot of benefits such as cost savings and improved efficiency, better data analysis, or even these machine learning technology that even learn from themselves to take better decisions. So I think it should be encouraging everyone to start introducing these technologies inside businesses and organizations. So I don't know if anyone has a comment on this. You, Carlos?
Yeah, yeah, I was eager to talk, but I wanted to add to end our comments. I wanted to use the space and this podcast because I know that a lot of great firms listen to it to basically talk to entrepreneurs, companies, and organizations that artificial intelligence is not something that we should feel threatened by. It is something that, as Sofia said, we should harness its power in order to get the most out of it. And so its implementation can lead to great outcomes for our companies. And I know it is something that may seem difficult or that it looks like it can be difficult, but once you get the hang of it, you will get the best outcomes that you could get with your company. So yeah.
I can't agree more with that. Well, I think this is the end of the podcast, and we're gonna continue and see you on the next podcast on Innovate Sphere. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.